What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Jade Farrar for the Jade Farrar Show. Welcome back to another episode of Jaded. This episode is frankly just going to be an excuse for me to ramble. I've been doing a lot of thinking lately, and I thought I would update you guys on why I took such a long break from YouTube. So we'll start at the beginning. Earlier this year around May, I had surgery on my right ankle. Now a lot of you might be thinking anyway, what does a guy in a wheelchair need with surgery on his ankle? It's not necessarily about helping me to walk again, but it is about ensuring that I can be as independent as possible. My ankle was rolling inwards, so the sole of my foot was rolling out to the side. Now, for a regular person, a basketball player, this position could potentially be the end of their career. But for me, this is how it was for many years. I had it since high school, and I really didn't think too much of it because it didn't hurt. And if it didn't hurt, I didn't want to do anything about it. I don't know if that's a Jade thing or a guy thing or other people out there as well think that way, but if it didn't hurt, I simply didn't want to do anything about it. But I finally did, and not just because it was starting to hurt, which it was, but I also wanted to get some independence back. So I went about it. The surgery went actually just fine. But obviously I needed to take time off work. I needed to take time off YouTube to be able to recuperate in the best way. In saying that, my situation was so crazy, I actually had people visiting my house to have meetings. So the idea that I was taking a break off work is a bit laughable, I guess. The other thing that's gone on for me is, unfortunately, I have type 2 diabetes. I found this out about 2 months ago. And, like anyone, I was thinking, why, how, when, that kind of thing. But for me, it was actually pretty easy. I do live quite a fast-paced lifestyle. I do stay in a lot of hotels. And I'm not necessarily blaming the hotels, but definitely the convenience of the food and the lifestyle didn't help me. Just a word of encouragement to anybody out there with type 2 diabetes. The standard line is that diabetes is a chronic condition. I've been doing a lot of research and a lot of reading on type 2 diabetes, and from what I've found is that in nearly all cases of gastric bypass or gastric banding, someone has been able to reverse their type 2 diabetes. So I'm not going the gastric banding route or the gastric bypass route, but I am undertaking fasting. Now, fasting sounds like a naughty word because it essentially means not eating. But if you look at diabetes as an issue, diabetes, well, at least type 2 diabetes, don't get me wrong here, type 2 diabetes is about eating too much and the body's response to not being able to process that. So, instead of medications, instead of insulin, perhaps we should reverse the behavior and get a reverse result, which is no diabetes. At the moment I feel great, apart from having some sort of cold. But that has very little to do with diabetes. I think about my mortality a lot though, and some people might say that I think about my mortality a bit too much, and that might even be true. But when you have a disability, and especially a health condition on top of that, it's hard not to consider when the end might be coming. Particularly for me now, my daughter Evelyn, I think about her a lot. She's very young, and I often think about, how much time do I realistically have? I certainly don't think I'm going to make it to 80 years old. And truthfully, I don't even feel like I will live to half of that. Because most of the friends and associates that I know with disabilities have died very, very young. But with that being said, and I know I started on a downer, so I apologize. But with that being said, that's not actually the reason why I'm here today. Why I'm here today is to talk about something that I've been thinking about quite a lot. Everywhere I go, I often hear somebody doubting themselves, and people saying things like, I'm not sure what I want to do with my life, I don't know how to go about it, my family said it was a bad idea, that I should get a regular job. That's come up quite a bit too. And for me, it's like, when did we as people stop believing in ourselves? It's almost become fashionable not to believe in ourselves, to doubt ourselves, to lower our expectations, to listen to the advice of others, even though it's not genuinely what we want. I really want to spend my episode today breaking through that, and I'm going to do that by talking about myself. It is the Jade Farrar Show after all. So, for me, it all started when I was born. So, I was born to teenage parents. We lived in South Auckland, a lower socio-economic area. I'm black, and I'm disabled. Pretty much every single odd that there is to stack on someone, I had it stacked on me. And the doctors, when I was born, they said to my parents, the likelihood is that Jade won't talk and he won't walk, and if he does any of those two things, he has potential to be developmentally delayed. And well, they were right about one thing, because I'm definitely not walking anymore. And I was never able to walk independently. I used to walk with crutches. But I think everybody was wrong about everything else. There's something quite weird about me. There's something quite stubborn, that I always believed that I could do great things, and I always leapt at opportunities even if I wasn't too sure how it was going to go. I just took on opportunities anyway. Never in my life have I completely known the answers before taking on a goal. And I'm just so grateful for the few people that took a chance on me, invested in me, and believed in me enough to wrap around me, for lack of a better term, and to help me to achieve the things that I wanted to achieve. I owe everything I have to my good friend, my mentor, She's almost like a mother figure to me as well. Sonia, you know, my whole life completely turned around about the age of 19 when Sonia offered me the opportunity to go to university. But she didn't just hand me a scholarship and walk away. She basically held my hand through the whole journey. Possibly because she knew I didn't have a lot of networks around me. And I'm sorry, Sonia, if you're watching this and you're embarrassed or you don't think it's appropriate that I talk about you in this way, but I want to put it on record. You know, that Sonia really was a turning point. An amazing woman who saw something in me that nobody else really did. And I guess that's the essence of what I'm trying to get to in this video. I think too often we depend on the opinions of others and we start believing the truths that people put around us. People tell us we can't do things, or people tell us we can't achieve. I've done amazing things in my life. I get to travel. I get to be on YouTube. I've met some amazing people, some very inspiring, talented, highly skilled people. And that's not because I thought I wasn't worth it. It's because I said, hey, you know what? Maybe, just maybe, some of these people that are doubting me might be wrong. And I'm so happy to say that they were. And I'm so happy for people like Sonia that knew they were too. So my message for today, everybody, is, you know, I want more people to be believing in themselves. And I want more people to stop doing what they're doing out of pure convenience and comfort. You know, grab on to that goal that you have, that vision that you have. You know, take out a piece of paper. Like, even if you don't know how you're going to go about your goal, take that piece of paper and start drawing a mind map. Start thinking about what it might look like to achieve your goal. The path to your goal might have to change along the way, but you're never going to get anywhere without vision. So you need to have a vision, and you need to have a goal, and you alone need to believe in that goal and chase it. Guys, I'm living proof that all you need in this world is belief in yourself. I've achieved unimaginable things. And to that end, I just want to thank everybody that's watching this video right now, because you are supporting my journey, you are supporting my channel, and you make it possible for me to come here and share my story and be my authentic self and make a difference on YouTube. To everyone, whether you're disabled or not, life is worth living. And, you know, let's not waste it, eh? I want to see everybody that sees this video, you know, make massive changes in their lives for the better. Whatever you want to do, you know. Let's get rid of these negative influences in our lives. Those weirdo friends of ours that stuck around for as long as we were kids, you know. Let's get rid of those negative influences in our own minds. And let's just get smashing it, guys, you know. The world is a scary place. I mean, in Auckland right now, we talk about the average price of a house being $1 million. We talk about child poverty. We talk about housing shortage. Never mind the value of them. You can't even rent them. But life is worth living. And I look around me, I see the children, I see Evelyn, and they're our future, and I don't think we should be spending our time walking around feeling sorry for ourselves and allowing other sorts of influences to creep in and ruin it for us. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna stop the ramble right now. I hope you appreciate this is just a vlog, and you can dislike it if you want to, or you can give me a like as well. That really helps. If you made it this far in the video, leave me a comment with the hashtag opportunity to let me know that you made it this far, you're feeling what I have to say, you believe in what I have to say, and you're going to make a difference in your own life, and you're going to be positive towards others. Anyway, guys, I really appreciate what you do for me. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for being a part of the channel. Thank you for being a part of the journey. Believe in yourself, guys, and we'll see you in the next one.